I have a group, Tap City Youth Ensemble, outside of school in New York City, associated with the American Tap Dance Foundation, and I've been with them for 3 years. And then I have a group, SAVE, that you're in with me. We both co-founded a group called SAVE, which stands for Sustaining Architectural Vitality in the Environment.
She sets goals for herself, but at the same time, she just likes to keep her options open and is just interested in everything. And I mean, that's what I love about her. She's open to everything, and she can do anything, you know?
What made Dracula special for you?
Everything in Dracula was much about secrets and the unknown. So we tried to keep it that way. So I mean, a lot of what I did was I had secrets in my head that I wouldn't tell anyone else in the cast or anyone at home. And that really helped me too, because every single character had their own secret.
Before and after Dracula. Jeez, the character she played was so unlike her.
She blew me away with Renfield. It was incredible. And she really got into that character. I remember her telling me she would listen to Mozart and Nine Inch Nails.
What do you plan to do in your future that would incorporate with the things that you've learned here?
I've been interested in becoming a diplomat. That's really intriguing to me. I really want to learn new things, and not just facts, but about people and different ways of life. Musical theater has made me crazy, quote unquote, but also kept me sane.
Hey guys, what's up?
Samara, you called?
Yeah, you know, you guys have gotten so good with the 4-on-1, but we're still not pulling in the numbers.
I didn't realize it was such a crisis. But actually,
No, it's the computers. These YouTube videos, they're snatching up our entire audience.
Well, we got one idea that I think you may like.
John, we need anything. What do you got?
May I?
Please.
Just leave Emma alone, please. Just look at her. Please, just leave her alone.
Tell me you got that! Tell me you got that!
I'm doing it.
It's Frogger with kids.
Frogger with kids.
give it to me.
In the sewer. In the can. No good.
A Hudson County gridiron legend, he went on to dominate the NCAA, the greatest football player ever to grace the halls of High-Tech High School, Frank Gargiulo.
So, Mr. Gargiulo, most people know you as superintendent of Hudson County Schools of Technology. Not many people know that you were a football superstar in high school. What was it like being a local celebrity in Hudson County during the 50s?
The 50s was a fun time. It was a great time to grow up. And the high school I went to wasn't really a big football school. It was a little tiny parish high school. And what made it so much fun is that the clips that you saw were basically from senior year when the team came together. It was a little high school that won the state championship, which was kind of unheard of.
There were cartoons about you in the newspaper that called you the triple threat. Why were you a triple threat?
First of all, I was the kicker on the team, so that was one of the threats was kicking. And I was also a running back. That was the other threat. And the third threat was every once in a while I threw an option pass, because in those days we ran what they call a split T, and it was an option piece that, so I did more throwing than normally you would do today.
During your senior year, you had an amazing season, so impressive that you got a football scholarship to Notre Dame. What was it like rolling out of Hudson County bound for college?
First of all, it was exciting. I mean, I went to a small little high school, and I was a neighborhood kid. So getting out of the community was hard. Most kids in those days, I have to tell you, or a lot of kids in those days that went away, come home, especially athletes. So for me, it was a struggle. And I was homesick. Once I got acclimated, it was good.
So once you got to Notre Dame and started playing college football, how is it different from at St. Joe's?
St. Joseph's was a great experience for me because that was my first adventure onto an organized team. And of course, I played right from sophomore year on. I was part of the team and participated, and I liked that a lot. At Notre Dame, the first 2 years, I never played a game. I mean, I was a big shot in high school. When I got to college, you're just a little fish in the pond with everybody else. And if I had to pick one, I'd go back to high school.
So we've heard a lot about your football career. Tell us about your first academic experience at Notre Dame.
Well, it wasn't a good one. I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you this one. I hate to put it on tape, but listen, I went to Notre Dame because I was a football player, not because I was an academic person. I wasn't academic at all. In fact, I struggled, especially writing. And you know, if you go into college, even today, the first course you take is a rhetoric and composition course. And the first essay the professor gave us to write was a descriptive essay on anything you want to describe. And I turned the paper in. When I got the paper back, it was red all over it, red marks all over it, and written right across the middle of it. Are you kidding me? And my heart dropped. I mean, and I couldn't write. I went to see my coach. I said, listen, I'm having a lot of trouble with this. They gave me tutors, and I eventually got a guy by the name of Dr. Richmond. And he kind of changed my life in terms of writing.
Straight out of college, you spent 2 years in the Army. After that, what made you decide to come back to your roots in Hudson County?
Well, football, Ken. My high school football coach called me on the phone, and he said he's leaving. Why don't I come back and be the assistant? There'll be a job, and that's how I got into education. And football drove me the whole piece.
When you took over High Tech in 1990, it was a vocational school that taught things like sewing, carpentry, and air conditioning refrigeration. Now it's one of the most highly respected schools in the country, with 10% of its graduates going on to Ivy League colleges and 100% going on to four-year colleges. What's the secret?
Well, I don't think there's any secret. What happened in 1990 was the end of an era. We're a technical school today. We changed the name. It was a vocational school. Now it's the technical school. That tells you everything. The technology changed the whole being. It attracted different kind of kids. The best salesmen are your students, no matter what you do. They're the ones that are selling the school. We're not selling anything. They're happy here, and they feel like they're achieving something here. The school gets great publicity, great name, and that's why we have thousands of people wanting to fight to get their kids into the buildings right now.
What do you see for the future of Hudson County Schools of Technology?
My bent right now is to try and get kids that are not that they're not smart, they could be very smart, but for some reason don't function well in traditional sit in front of a teacher classroom type. And that's my whole project-based schools that I'm starting right now. They're based on interest. If the students are interested in what they're doing, they will learn it, no matter who they are. There's no such thing as that a non-learner. There's only non-interested. You know, high tech gives the students a lot of choice. If you walk in here, they say, well, the college atmosphere. It's really the fact that you get the responsibility to do things on your own that makes the school a lot better.
Ostriches. Or we could just have like the Spice Girls playing in a lot of things. Spice Girls is always fun. I really can't go on.
Christian, can you at least look like you're doing something important?
So funny. Wait, ask me if that's going to be promising.
Antonio, is it going to be promising?
Mark it.